Happy morning, children. Very simple concepts are there. It's very interesting to read a poem. First thing we read in the poem is personification. இப்போ inhuman things, human இல்லாத things, trees, book, like that. If you are giving human qualities கொடுத்தோன்னா அது inhuman thingsக்கு life கொடுக்குற மாதிரி. So imagining that one is personification. So that will be a question. What is personified? That you have understood now. And after that, three main poetic devices are explained. That is a rhyme scheme, enjambment and repetition. Rhyme scheme is over, very easy. When the poem pattern, you have to see the end of the last word in the poem, every line, and see the pattern, how it is repeated, what is the rhyming words in the poem. Sometimes that first and third line will be repeated first, so you have to name it as A, then so A B pattern, sometimes A B pattern, like that. All the first three will be rhyming and fourth one will not be, so you name it as A B, like that. And next one is enjambment. What is enjambment? Name itself is something new for you, yeah. See, continuation of the sentence. First line, poem usually they will give you first line, second line. I used to tell you that you should not write everything together. If it is a poem, however, how it is given in the book, same pattern you have to follow while writing the poem. And if you are not able to continue in the same line, you should right side you have to end it. Okay, so see here, when the sun opens his eyes, the birds wake up along. Next line, when the sun opens his eyes is incomplete sentence. Next line is continuation. Next line is continuation. Only with the third line it is ending with him to chirp the blue skies. First line, second line, third line. All three lines, that means the poem la first, second, third line together is one sentence. So when the sun opens his eyes, the birds wake up along with him to chirp in blue skies. If you write like this, will it be a poem? It is a sentence. So if you write in this format only, it will become a poem. Why you are writing like that? The continuation of the sentence without a pause or punctuation in the end of the line, without a pause or punctuation, continuation, the next line it is coming. So that is called enjambment. Why should you use enjambment? So there will be something like a suspense or something. What will happen next? What happens next? You are able to think in that way. So that is how it is important for you to use enjambment. Okay, so rhyme scheme, enjambment, repetition. These are the three things we want to learn. So for rhyme scheme, I told you under ending words you have to see and assign a letter and identify the pattern. For enjambment, you have to see when the sun opens his eyes is incomplete sentence. Next line it is continuing. So rhyme scheme is the most common tool that people use. And next is repetition. Repetition is repeating. Some lines in the poem will be repeated throughout the poem. Here, don't, Chivi poem la don't word is repeated. To stress on the fact. That is why they are repeating. Is this rhyme scheme? Yeah. See, when the sun opens his eyes. Again, fifth line in the poem, when the sun opens his eyes. The poem repeats a line when the sun opens his eyes to emphasize. Emphasize na, அதில் அழுத்தம் கொடுக்கறது இந்த லைனை இது திருப்பி சொல்கிறாங்க. Which line is repeated, you should see. Okay, so if you see that, you will know what the poet is trying to convey message. When the sun opens his eyes, to emphasize these activities happen in the morning. The poem வந்து morning இதில் எடுத்திருக்காங்க. Okay, so that is a repetition. This is rhyme scheme, you underline. Okay. So enjambment, the instance of enjambment in the poem, Chivi. Take your hands out of your pockets. Next line is your pockets. Take your hands out of. அப்படின்னு சொன்னோன்னா you imagine. Next line, the answer is there. Then can you make your own? What? Can you make what? Next line it is there. Mind up about anything. The poet uses enjambment to keep the readers guessing about what's coming next. Okay. Poem la, if there is no rhyming words, it is called free verse. The use of enjambment makes you more curious. Okay. And what next line is going to say and what is going to happen next. Oh, birds wake up and begin to chirp. Now this is a complete thought. So when you read the first line, you go to the imagination of the second line. The repeated use of a sound, a word, a phrase or a line is called repetition. In poems, repetition is used to create a musical effect. Thiruppi and the word varumbodhu a musical effect will come when you read it. Should read how to read a poem is also given in lead video. You should properly read it, clearly read it, and with already you have to rehearse the poem and then only you have to read it. Then only it will be nice to listen to. Music should be there. The poet repeats some words or phrases to emphasize them. Stress on that. Underline பண்ணி சொல்றது எதுக்கு? You should give importance to that. That is what the poet is trying to convey. So the pattern how you are naming is AB, AB, AB like that, AB, AB, AB எழுதிட்டு போக வேண்டாம். Across all stanzas of the poem, hence the rhyme scheme is AB, AB. ஒரு time repeat பண்ண போதும். Write only one iteration of the pattern. You know AB அடுத்தது AB தான். So AB, AB ஒரு repetition போதும். Once you write it AB, then that is called rhyme scheme. Conversion of adjectives to adverb. Okay, it is very easy. See, adjectives are describing the noun, sympathetic person or energetic person we call. Okay, அப்ப அந்த person describe பண்றோம். He did this work energetically. Raju did all the work extraordinarily. அப்போ அந்த work describe பண்ணுது. சரியா? So work describe பண்ணும்போது அது adverb ஆயிடும். The person describe, he is an extraordinary person. So you are describing the person. So it becomes adjective. It's very clear. Adjective வந்து noun describe, அந்த person describe பண்ணும். Adverb வந்து verb describe பண்ணும். So you can give some small hints for you, like a small wordings or sentence you can imagine, and then you can write which word will come better. Some rules are there to change. Just ly is not there. Some words are fully changing. Okay. Next one is this. First I should discuss with you, but last I am telling this. Speaker of the poem. இப்போ இந்த poem, a camel is the speaker of the poem சொல்லியிருக்காங்க. See, you ride on me, you take my skin, you get fascinated. அப்போ ஒரு கேமலோட வியூவில் இந்த poem எழுதியிருக்காங்க. So who is the speakerனா camel. சரியா? You ride on me, you take my skin, you get fascinated by my hump. That means a poem ஓட speaker is camel. Like that, each poem there will be a speaker. Sometimes the author will be the speaker, poet will be the speaker. Okay. Next concept is perspective. I'll explain it in a separate video.